I don't have as much storage as I should by now, on my phone again. That's my bad. But, uh, continuing a little bit of this recap. This will be shorter than the last one because, again, storage. I deleted a bunch of videos after uploading them. So, but I still only have 25 minutes left, which is an upgrade from, I think, like the 5 minutes I had left earlier. But still 25 minutes? Come on, man. So, revisiting, no, I guess we got it. Oh, yeah, no, revisiting Arrow Season 3. I forgot to mention Danny Brickwell. That whole thing is awesome. The whole, like, all of the people in the Glades versus Danny Brickwell. I mean, it's not just Danny Brickwell. That would have ended way too fast. But, and then, I forgot to mention that, obviously, Oliver joining the league creates conflict with all the other guys. Especially with Diggle and Lila. So, yep. Now, also Raish mentions Damien Dark a few times. The Green Arrow actually goes in to kill Damien Dark. But that doesn't happen because Damien Dark was way ahead of them. Wasn't even in competition, really. Of course, Damien Dark isn't actually in the show, but Damien Dark was way ahead of them to the point where he was able to know their movements so he could avoid them. So, that was smart of him. Kind of want to see, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see Raish and Damien Dark fight. They're all dead, though. Rest in peace. No, wait, no, you don't. Crap. So, Arrow Season 4. The team deals a little bit more with Thea's bloodlust from the Lazarus pit. And they tease someone died. Fast forward, they tease someone died again. It's the same scene, but we now see more details. We see lightning, and then a man. That man is Barry Allen. Kind of surprising that he showed up, but at the same time not. Because the person who died is, fast forward, the person who died, Laurel Lance. How she died? Till you're dead, I said. Season 2 of The Flash. Barry fights Zoom, someone who was unleashed to Earth 1 from a black hole from Season 1. He's been hiding out for a few months, while The Flash has been depressizzle. Caitlin has been depressizzle. Nothing ever goes the way they want it, depressizzle. Jay Garrick shows up. He says he's from Earth 2. He's known as the Flash, where he's from. Fast forward, Zoom attacks Barry Allen, paralyzing him, temporarily, of course. Fast forward, the team starts... When Harrison Wells is revealed to be alive, after everything, the team gets a little upset. Mostly Barry, but everyone. Fast forward. Harry Wells, of Earth 2, as it turns out to be, is not getting along too well with the team, even though Harry is single-handedly responsible for stopping Barry from being eaten by a giant king shark. Fast forward just a bit more. Harry is especially not getting along well with Jay Garrick. And now, fast forward just a bit, Jay Garrick is Zoom, and his name isn't Jay Garrick. It is Hunter Zolomon. He was a prisoner on death row when he got superpowers. Never a good sign. He was sitting on top of old Sparky, and Sparky decided, hey, that's dark matter. Boom. What the? She's asleep. That's weird, I got bugs everywhere. Go back to Arrow Season 4. A little earlier than from when Laurel died, we found out Quentin was working for Damien. And that Damien also planned a series of attacks on Starling City, to which the public finally learns about Damien Dark. Fast forward quite a bit. Damien Dark is finally stopped. But then Heroes versus Villains. That's not what it was called. Not Heroes versus Star Wars Battlefront. Heroes join forces. Enter Legends of Yesterday. The Green Arrow ends up in Central City. And while in Central City, he meets up with the Flash, because, obviously, the Flash decides, hey, Izzle, how's it going? Then they start helping out each other for the sake of the plots. At the end of Season 1, we see a familiar face. We see a face. At the beginning of Season 2, we see that face again. Halfway through Legends of Yesterday, that face is Hawkgirl. We soon see Hawkman as well. Just prior to this, Sarah Lance ends up taking a dip in the Lazarus Pit. Now the Canary is the White Canary. Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Today. After the Green Arrow is killed, and everyone in Central City and Starling City is killed, Barry accidentally runs back in time and changes it. Then they find out about William. Flashback to Season 2 of Arrow. We see that Moira is talking to Oliver about stuff. He says he got a girl pregnant, to which Moira invites the girl over to the house, tells her to drop the baby, or lose the baby, and leave Starling City to go back to Central City. This is in one of the flashbacks before the island, way before the island. So, say 7 years later, we see have to be a little bit more than 7. No, it's probably 7 years old. 7 years later, enter William. So now William is playing action figure. I love this scene, actually. I don't know why. They're playing with action figures. Captain Cold and the Flash. I guess Central City now has a mascot. Why they would make toys of a supervillain, that's kind of weird. But, hey, I'll have to have a hobby. So, Captain Cold and Flash action figures. That's kind of cool. Vandal Savage is the baddie that they're trying, that Priestess Shayara and douchebag Mick Hawkman is trying to stop. This goes south. And even when they beat it, somehow Malcolm Merlin does something with his ashes and he comes back to life. Dang you, Malcolm. Cueing Legends of Tomorrow Season 1. It's a time travel adventure, zany team-ups. The only thing you need to know, Sarah Lance, Hawkgirl, Hawkman, the Atom, Captain Cold, Heatwave, and Rip Hunter. And when they end, nothing happens. Wait. No, the other thing. At the beginning of one episode, they come back to Starling City, present time. Not the time that they left, but present time with what we've been developing. And then she sees Laurel. Well, hears about Laurel. And, Yanny. This is weird. Here's about Laurel from Quentin. Wasn't the best news. Definitely wasn't the news she wanted to hear. The Arrow finale has something really interesting to go alongside that. But Legends Season 1 concludes with Captain Cold. Captain. No, I'm just kidding. The Atom is going to sacrifice himself to save everyone. Heatwave jumps in and says, "Sorry, haircut." Something like that. Conks at the Atom. No. Pushes the Atom out of the way. And Captain Cold conks Heatwave and sacrifices himself and explodes. So that way they can have free will instead of fate. Also, Cisco gets cockblocked by fate. It's really the worst. Like, of all things to be cockblocked by, fate was, you know? Dr. Fate. Yeah. The Flash Season 2 ends with us finding out, well, about maybe 2 episodes in, we find out, alternate Earths, obviously. This opens up the floodgates of possibilities. After Laurel's death, they introduce Black Siren. Very, very important character. After Zoom is unmasked, he kills Jay Garrick. Then in the season finale, we see, shit. I hate when I do that. Sometimes I'm telling the joke and I'll give away the punchline. Zoom kills Henry Allen. Then the season finale, we see the Man in the Iron Mask, which I did not mention the Iron Mask, so this is very, very weird for you guys. Again, watch the show. I didn't mean to mention the Iron Mask. There's just some things I want you guys to see on the show. After the Iron Mask is taken off, we see some guy who claims to be Jay Garrick, but he's Henry Allen from Earth 3. There's also Jesse Quick and Kid Flash, Wally West thrown into the mix in the season, whatever. And at the end, in season 2, Barry pulls a flashpoint, decides to go save his mom, creating Flashpoint. With Arrow, John, living well with baby Sarah. I only just now mentioned baby Sarah because you'll see. Green Arrow's fighting Damien Dark. Pits the whole city against him, I believe. And Damien did not see that coming. You gonna kill me, Oliver? This ends now. Dun 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 dun.